Hey, hi, how are you? I'm Haley, and today we are going to talk about some of the games for the Switch that I am the most excited about, because as of right now, we are 7 days, 10 hours, 6 minutes exactly away from the Switch launch and Breath of the Wild, and let me tell you guys, I'm so excited, and this day could not have taken longer to come because we're a little bit over a week away from the Switch launch. So I thought it would be fun to talk to you guys and tell you some of the games that I'm most excited for the Switch. And there's been a list that's been released that gives, you know, all the games that should be coming out for the Switch, and I'll link that down below. It's where I found all of these games, and there are some that I'm super excited for, and there are some that I'm not so excited for, and I think for the most part the Switch has a good lineup, but you know, a lot of people's problems, and my problem included, is that the really good games, besides Breath of the Wild, aren't gonna come out for a while, and we'll get into that for a minute, but this, in no particular order, is probably the 10 games that I am most excited for the Switch, so let's get right into it. The first one I'm going to talk about is the one that everybody knows. It's the most obvious one, and that is Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I am so excited for that one, and everybody knows that. Everybody knows, all of you know how much this series means to me and how dear it is to my heart, and I am so excited. We've waited almost a decade for this stupid game to come out, and it's finally here. We finally have a release date, 4 days before my birthday, and you know I'm gonna be there at GameStop at midnight on Thursday going into Friday to get my Switch, and then because the Master Edition was sold out overnight, I have to go to Best Buy, and they're also doing a midnight release. But I'm gonna go to Best Buy, and then I'm gonna get my special edition of Breath of the Wild that doesn't come with the statue, but I'm hoping that eventually I'll just be able to buy the statue on eBay for some ridiculous price, but that's fine because I want it. That was the main thing I wanted in the special edition, but at least I got a special edition. A lot of you guys and a lot of people didn't even get to pre-order the Switch, but I've heard I don't know if they put out more Switch pre-orders. I'm not entirely sure, but you know, I'm just lucky that I got a special edition, so I'll be thankful, but I'm still really salty about not getting the Resurrection Master Sword statue. I'm gonna go ahead and get all of the games that were released at the Switch event out of the way, and then I'll end with some of the ones that haven't been talked about a lot. So the next one I'm going to talk about is Super Mario Odyssey, and I am so excited for that game. It's been forever since we've got a actual 3D roaming around Mario game with an actual plot. You know, we had Super Mario 3D World. It gives me a very strong Super Mario Galaxy vibe and a Super Mario Sunshine vibe, and I am just so excited for it because it looks really fun and it looks really good, and I'm excited to play it for this channel because I think I am going to play Super Mario Odyssey for this channel whenever it does come out in the holiday winter season, and I hope it just lives up to its potential and ends up being really good, because I'll be really sad if it's bad because it looks really great. Oh, there's a dog outside. I'm gonna shut my window. The next game that I'm gonna talk about is, of course, Splatoon 2, and we got a really cool trailer for it at the Switch event, and I love that game. I thought it was really cute and it was really fun, and it was actually a shooter that I could enjoy. And we've got a bunch of new characters and new weapons, and I just know that Nintendo is going to do something great with that one because the first Splatoon was fantastic and I love it and I'm super excited for it. The next game on my list is going to be 1-2 Switch, and I was kind of skeptical about this one. When I first saw it, that and ARMS, I don't think I'll enjoy ARMS. I don't know, I may end up buying it, you know, it may end up doing really good, but when I first saw 1-2 Switch, I was like, and part of it was probably because we were all waiting for Breath of the Wild, and that just made me not get too happy about ARMS and 1-2 Switch, but I think 1-2-Switch will be a cool game to play with friends and family, and it seems like they're really utilizing the Joy-Cons in a really cool way, and I'm excited to see what the game will use them for. It looked like a lot of fun at the Switch event, and going back and looking at it, I feel like it could actually be a lot of fun, so I'm excited for that one. The next game on my list is actually Skyrim. I'm very excited that Nintendo and Bethesda are working together and we'll actually get to play Skyrim on a Nintendo console, and this is gonna sound really bad. I've never played Skyrim before. I played Oblivion, but I've never played Skyrim. It's always been one of those games that's been super intimidating for me in the sense that I play games to beat them 100% and get every single thing, and my really good friend Wisteria, Skyrim is to her like Zelda is to me. You know, that's just her favorite game of all time, and she has logged so many hours into that game, and she's maxed out so many characters, and she's been playing it since the day it came out, and she still finds herself finding side quests and things that she missed, and that scares me. But I think it would be a cool game to start on the Switch, and I'm glad I'll be able to experience it for the first time on a new console. I'm excited for it, I really am. And I'm excited that I'll be able to play Skyrim wherever I want and wherever I go, because that game is just so huge and immersive. I really don't know how they're gonna fit it on that console, but I guess we'll just have to see. And I'm really excited for it, and I can't wait to play it on the Switch. The next game on my list that I'm gonna talk about is actually Minecraft. I love Minecraft, I love playing it with my other friends, and I think it'd be really cool to see how this game would play on the Switch. I don't really know how they're gonna do it, but I love how they've put Minecraft on a bunch of different consoles now, and it's not just PC, so I'm excited to play that on the Switch. I think it could turn out really good. Okay, next on my list is a game that I actually didn't even know existed until I went on this list because I saw Sonic Mania, and that's a game that I'm really excited for. There was another game called Project Sonic 2017, and it's by the same people who created Sonic Generations and Sonic Colors, which I believe to be two of the best Sonic games ever, besides the obvious, you know, older ones and Sonic Adventure Battle 2. But watching the trailer when I didn't really know what this was gonna be, and I was like, okay, you know, modern Sonic, you know what happened the last time that modern Sonic was brought out to us. Just the second I saw classic Sonic, I was like, oh yes, okay, I have to get this. This has to go on my list because Sonic Generations was so good. So that's one that I'm super excited for. Okay, the last few games that I'm going to talk about are some that came off to me as indie games. I'm not entirely sure if they are, but I hadn't heard of them before. The first one is going to be Oceanhorn, Master of Uncharted Seas, and I saw this on the list. You know, they had a little picture of it, and I immediately went to the trailer, and it looks like such a cool open world game, but you play as this cute little guy who's like normal sized for the most part. It looks really cool, and it looks like a game that I could really get into. Also, Oceanhorn is a fairly old game. I think it's been out for a year actually, and it's just looking at the game, it's something you haven't really seen before, at least I haven't, you know, with an RPG. You know, it looks blocky like Minecraft, but I haven't seen such like an open world game look like that, and I'm really excited for it. The next game that I'm going to talk about is a game called Hollow Knight. In this game, you play as the Hollow Knight, and you're running through what I've read is this world underneath this kingdom, and I just love the colors. I love how melancholic it is. You know, I love the dark blues and the grays and the blacks. There aren't a lot of dark games that I like, and this one just really stuck out to me, and I'm really excited for it because I don't really enjoy 2D games that much, but the way that this one moves and the way that you play as this character and the powers that he has, I just think it'll be really fun, and from playing and from watching the trailer, the soundtrack was really good, and I'm just really excited for this game to come out. And the last game that I'm going to talk about is actually a game called Rime, and immediately when I saw it, I fell in love with it. You know, I am a big fan of cel shading graphics, and it gives me a very strong like journey vibe, and I love that game so much. You play as this little boy who has this fox that runs around and follows him. I mean, you solve puzzles and you go through the world. Watching the trailer of this game, it's just the atmosphere of it, I just fell in love with it. The graphics look amazing, the colors look beautiful. Again, this soundtrack was gorgeous. I'm just, oh, this is probably out of this whole list, besides the obvious Breath of the Wild, one of the ones that I'm really excited for, because it just looks like a me game, you know? And I'm excited because I think I will play it for the channel. So those are my 10 most anticipated games for the Nintendo Switch. I know there was a bunch more games that were released, but none of them really stuck out to me the way these ones did. And I know some of them have been out for a while, but I've just never heard of them or never played them. So I'm really excited to be able to take these games anywhere that I go. Even though Nintendo has broke me and my bank account this month, it's gonna take a bit to be able to pull myself back from that, because oh my god, my wallet is hurting so bad, and I know that all of you feel the same way. Please, I want to know what games you guys are most excited for. If there are other games besides Breath of the Wild that you are just itching to play, or games that I didn't mention that you think I would enjoy, please, you know, leave them down in the comments below, and I'd love to talk to you guys. I'll be down there, and I'll be fangirling with all of you about the Switch. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe down below to become part of the Nerd Herd, and also comment down below what games you're excited for. I love you so much, and I'll see you soon. Bye!